So there have been some major new developments, guys, when it comes to the David case with this new investigator, Steve Fisher, and this is basically what is going on. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video and discuss these significant new developments. Steve Fisher was speaking on a YouTube channel called Law and Crime Network, also to Banfield, a news organization, yesterday, and this is basically what he has stated with, quick bullet points. Steve Fisher has disclosed that new surveillance footage has surfaced showing who drove the Tesla last before the remains were discovered. He claims the identity captured on video does not match the currently reported driver in public filings, meaning somebody else was driving that car, not David. He also revealed that the Tesla's maintenance and parking ticket history shows the vehicle has been parked in several different locations in the days leading up to the discovery, and that some of those tickets have not been shared with LAPD. Steve Fisher stated that items in his possession, including phone records and digital logs from the Tesla app, were never seized by LAPD and are now being cross-matched with witness statements to determine whether they were used to conceal the death rather than a discovery. Told you. Fisher emphasized that, well, I didn't tell you, but I told you that LAPD ain't doing the job that they need to be doing. Fisher emphasized that whilst law enforcement has communicated that Celeste died several weeks before she was found, just a window of at least 10 to 14 days during which the vehicle may have been moved, cleaned, or tampered with, raising serious questions about what occurred. Finally, he urged anyone with unreleased security camera footage from parking garages, exit ramps, or Hollywood Hills residences to come forward, because he noted that every hour counts in constructing a clear chronology of the final hours of Celeste's life. What is happening? Sorry guys, when it comes to my English. So now people are looking at one of David's friend, which is another big finding. But based on Steve's recent findings in David's social media, it's very possible that his friend Neo, or Neo the Asian, was the last one driving the Tesla. Neo has wiped his social media clean of David. Is interesting to notice. And Neo also now does not follow him on Instagram. This post information has not been confirmed by LAPD. So we're looking at this picture of David and his friend Neo, and it's very possible that somebody's done the dirty work for David so that David cannot physically be connected to the death of Celeste when it comes to fine prints and documents and fingerprints and etc. So somebody else has done it. So it's interesting that this man who was seen with David everywhere as one of his friends suddenly unfollows him around this timeline and deletes everything. So Steve Fisher, an independent investigator, is doing far more work and actually giving up public interviews than what the LAPD have done. It's also been revealed that the LA County DA says that the David Celeste case still basically is in LAPD's hands, and that the DA himself doesn't even have the case yet. 6 to 7 weeks afterwards, it's been confirmed via a DA that the case has not been fallen on his lap, and this is one of the top prosecutors. They are delaying the case, LAPD, in my humble opinion, for a specific reason, and I don't understand why. We are getting new exclusive information on this case from an independent investigator, not an organization. Despite the fact that there's been huge public press behind this conversation, you would have thought that this case would have been in public interest, therefore it would have been prioritized, because that's what happens over here in the UK. If there's significant public interest in a case, it gets prioritized and put to the top of the pile because a lot of people are waiting to find out any updates. But for some reason, that hasn't been the case. All we're getting updates from LAPD is that they are working on the case. That's it. That they're just simply working on the case. Steve Fisher continues. He argued for his belief that there was an alleged sadistic plan to get rid of the body, but the scary part of this doesn't have anything to do with the circumstances of her actual death, rather the disposal sadistic process. According to Fisher, allegedly, he thinks an original plan went awry and that the Tesla was supposed to be a temporary place to put the body in, not the final place. As to who it was responsible and what actually happened, he can't give many more details concerning his theories and findings. The private investigator did comment, and he believed the 14-year-old was already dead for a long time, which lines up consistently with the official authorities previously, relaying in this case. Steve Fisher also revealed that there's alleged footage that identifies someone parking the Tesla in question. He also brought up the lack of evidence linking Celeste to David or his house in Hollywood Hills. Elsewhere, the LAPD recently confirmed that they haven't named David as a suspect, as we know. So these are some big updates in the case, and for the fact that Tesla logs have not been actually relayed back to the LAPD, the Tesla filings of the car have not been seized by the LAPD, is insane to me, because that would have been one of the first places for LAPD to find information and evidence. Go to the car, go to the Tesla, find the documents, find the, the reports of the Tesla, seize it, work on that. Why hasn't any of that been seized from the LAPD? That's a priority. That's where the body was found, for goodness sake. Why wouldn't you look through thick and thin in the car and out the car, everywhere, under the car, even checking the, the wheels, all of this? I don't understand. Why are they doing this so slow? It's done on purpose, in my opinion, because there could be money behind it. I believe the police in this day and age can be bought, have been bought, and are very corrupt. And I think that's what we're seeing here with LAPD, because I can't figure or understand, other reasons. I don't think we're being too impatient, because it's been 6-7 weeks. I'm not saying that they should have given us the results by now. I'm not saying that, toxicology takes a while. But for LAPD in 6 to 7 weeks to not even name this man a main suspect. Lord have mercy. I also do feel like David was too clever enough to not have his name linked directly to her. Their relationship publicly is not enough for this man to be brought into custody. Them doing videos together, them doing streams together, him talking about her in songs, being quite cryptic, that's not enough for him to be brought into custody. There needs to be a direct link to the missing of her body and him through a paper trail or something, physical, for him to be brought into custody. And that hasn't happened yet, because LAPD are not seizing certain information. I definitely believe that David did this. We're going to keep having to report on these updates every week now, if something comes up, or every month at this point. But him moving, 2 of his Texas homes to his mother, last minute transferring the deed, somebody phoning a fake SWAT on David's house to say a girl was missing on the same night that a girl actually ended up missing. This man has done it, but he's had his goons do it for him in a way where it doesn't ever come back to him. I just hope and pray for a significant update on this case, but I don't know. I don't want to lose hope in this case. That's what I really want to say. I really don't want to lose hope. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Sorry for the lack of pronunciation when I was reading out some statements from this independent investigator. I do have a stutter, and sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it just goes away. It has a mind of its own, and it is quite frustrating. So I do apologize. Do subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. We're going to keep focusing on this David investigation, and we'll just find out what happens next. Do subscribe. Click that button. Join Murad Nation. Love you all, and I'll catch you guys soon for another update.